Hey everybody, hello, it's me Bootle. It's another vlog of the week, talking about last week and this coming week, what's going to happen and what's been happening. Um, the past week has been fairly quiet, fairly busy in places. I've had a couple of PT sessions with my personal trainer. I've had a couple of good days and a couple of bad days in regards to food and dieting and stuff. I lost weight this week. I lost about £3 this week, which is really good compared to last week, which was about, I think it was about £1 I lost last week. But this week I lost £3. Hopefully I'll either keep in the positive. I want to keep in the negative technically. I want to keep losing. But if I can't lose, then I don't want to put on. So that's what my goal is this week, is just to stay the same. That's my goal. I've watched quite a number of films this week, so there are going to be some film reviews coming up very soon. They are a bit of a nightmare to edit together, so it may take a little bit of time, but they will be here. The weekend was fairly decent, fairly quiet. I didn't do much. It was bank holiday weekend, which meant that yesterday, Monday, was a bank holiday, which was another little bit of a day off kind of thing. I went for quite a long walk yesterday, about just over 2 miles. It was 2.1 miles to a place that I'd never been before. I'd walked the route. I'd gone further basically than the route that I had been before. So that was very decent. The weather was really nice, as you can tell by the fact that I've got a nice little shining of sweat on my brow. I've also had a haircut, just in case people had no idea what my hair looked like about now. It's not exactly in the best state, but it's getting there. For anyone who's interested in what I'm trying to go for, then I'm going to post a picture like side by side so you can see what I'm going for. Obviously it needs to grow quite a long way to get to that, but that's fair enough. That's the idea I have anyway. It's not obviously set in stone, and it's going to take a long time to get it into any way, shape, form close to what the picture is, but that's the way it is. I haven't heard anything from hospital staff at all. I received a letter, I think it was last week, just stating everything that I already knew, not actually having any kind of any kind of appointment or anything booked. I do have quite a bit on this coming week in regards to events. For instance, tonight I'm going to have a little meal with my mum because it's her birthday, with a few of her colleagues and friends from work and such, and my sister and that should be really good. I'm really looking forward to that. Tomorrow I've got another PT session brought forward. Instead of Thursday, it's now Tuesday, which is really good. I'm also going to have a look at a new office, because where I work is planning to move areas or locations, as it were, and so we're going to have a look around for a new office, and I'm going to see one tomorrow, which should be fairly interesting. Nothing is happening Thursday as far as I'm led to believe, hopefully. And then Friday is going to be quite a big day as well, because on Friday morning I'm going to the hospital for them to have a look at my what they called calves, because of my calf issue. I want to try and get that sorted. Hopefully they'll at least shed some light on it, or at least get me closer to not knowing what is wrong with my calves. And then on Friday evening I have a wedding reception to attend. I'm not going to be there for long, just an hour, maybe two, purely just to say hello, meet everyone, congratulate the couple and all that sort of stuff, and then really get the hell out of there, because as much as I want to be there, I also have that other side where I don't particularly want to be there either. And that's not, as I mentioned last week, it's not because I don't want to see the people or anything like that. It's just I kind of have a bit of an issue with socialising these days, and it's more apparent than ever at the moment. Anxiety issues, really, basically, that's what it comes down to. So I don't want to spend too much time there. I just want to get in and out, do what I need to do. I will be making a little kind of half gift for the couple. They know that I like to create strange alcoholic concoctions, and I'll be doing another one for them for their reception, literally just a bottle for themselves rather than to share it with everyone. I thought I'd just get it for them, and hopefully they'll enjoy it as much as I enjoy it giving it them. And that's it really. The weekend then quietens down and there's not much going on. I'll have the house to myself this weekend, so I'm going to be walking around naked and partying with myself. No, that's not going to happen. Well, some of it's not going to happen. I've not got anything on, basically, this weekend after the Friday, so things are going to be quiet, which is always nice. I always like looking at the schedule and looking and thinking there's nothing there for like a week. And I always like that, because it means, right, this is not probably going to make any sense whatsoever, but having that free week just to do nothing, I'll go to work as normal and do my PT sessions as normal, but everything else, there's nothing going on. Having that is really good for dieting, because there's no meal going out for meals, there's no going to pubs, and there's no going to parties, and there's no kind of real temptations. It's all kind of self, motivated pressure rather than peer pressure from the outside coming in. Going to a restaurant, you then have to really be self-motivated to not eat the stupid things, so which isn't always a great place to feel, because it makes you loathe yourself, the feeling of having to kind of stop eating stupid things. It hurts. It makes no real sense, but it hurts to not eat when your body is so used to you eating some really stupid things. So, a little bit of insight there for you. Down on the event. Anyway, apart from that, that is it really for the week's doings, as it were. Game Talk is starting in a minute, so if you want to switch off, probably now is the best time to do it. So, switch off. Hello, everybody else who stayed. Not much really on the game front. I mean, I'm still playing World of Tanks, and I'm playing Minecraft. Really, is that's all I'm really playing is Minecraft and World of Tanks at the moment. I'm really finding it difficult to play anything else. War Thunder, I've got into the beta of the tanks version of War Thunder, and as much as it's beautiful to look at and play, it's not particularly my style, because I'm so used to World of Tanks, so I kind of been spoilt by World of Tanks in a way, because I really like the way that they do things. So I'm going to still carry on playing that and see how it goes. I may live stream at some point about any of this, like I did on Saturday. On Saturday I live streamed for like 2 hours, and all that I was doing was just doing a ×3 on my tanks, just getting the first wins, and it took me about 2 hours to do it on pretty much all the tanks I own, which isn't very many. It's like 12 or something, which I think is pretty good, really. 12 wins. I think it was, what was the record that I did it in? I think it was 14 wins and 7 losses or something silly like that. Regardless, I can't really upload that to YouTube, because I basically didn't talk about it or do anything with my voice. I literally just put music on in the background, and that music's probably copyrighted, and because it's like 2 hours long, then it'll take an age for it to be uploaded, but it'll also probably be copyrighted, and maybe even have the sound removed because of the copyright, so there's no point. So if you want to tune into that, I'll put a link in the description. I'm planning to do it as often as I can when I have the free time to do it, which will probably end up only being once in a blue moon, but if you're interested in coming down to watch, then please click the link in the description, press the follow button or whatever it is, and when I go live you'll be told in an email. I'll also be posting on Facebook and Twitter when I go live. If you give a shit about any of those, and I'll put the links in for those. But I mean, I don't think I've had any new followers or new likes on Facebook for months, years in fact, so I'm not really that bothered about it. But if you're interested, they're there. That's it. I've cooled down appropriately now. The glisten's still there, but I'm cooler, calmer. And I'm hopefully going to have a good week and a good weekend. And I hope you guys do too. Any questions and stuff, put them in the comments, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.